Title: The Turning Point. Chapter 1: The Dreamer with Doubts. Rohan Malhotra stared at the ceiling fan spinning lazily above him in his IIT Delhi dorm. Outside, the world buzzed with life, students laughing, friends heading to the library, music blaring from a nearby room. But inside Rohan's room, it was silent. A silence that had grown familiar over the past few months. Once the star student of his Bhopal school, the pride of his family, the kid who cracked G on his first attempt, Rohan now felt like a fraud. His once bright eyes had grown dull, his motivation drowned under academic pressure, relentless expectations, and the slow realization that everyone here was brilliant, and he was just average. He pulled out a crumpled sheet from his drawer, a letter he had written but never sent. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe I'm not as smart as they think. Maybe I got lucky. The words haunted him. Chapter 2: The Mask Everyone Wears. College is strange. Everyone is struggling, yet everyone pretends they're doing fine. Assignments were due, coding competitions were lined up, group projects were on the edge of collapse, and yet the campus was full of smiles, coffee cups, and sarcastic memes. Rohan wore his mask too. He laughed at jokes, nodded in class, and replied with "all good bro" when anyone asked. But inside, his anxiety was mounting. His roommate Aditya was building a machine learning model for traffic prediction. His classmate Shruti had already gotten an internship at a Silicon Valley firm. His childhood friend Arjun had dropped out and was now a YouTuber with 1 million subscribers. And Rohan? He wasn't even sure if he could pass thermodynamics. Chapter 3: The Breaking Point. One evening, after failing yet another surprise quiz, Rohan skipped dinner and climbed to the rooftop of his hostel building. The city lights flickered below. His mind raced with thoughts he didn't want to think. I can't do this. I don't belong here. Maybe it would have been better if I had just taken a regular college back home. He opened WhatsApp and texted his elder sister, Isha. I think I'm done. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. She replied instantly. Rohan, don't you dare give up on yourself. Call me. Now. Their conversation lasted an hour. She didn't scold. She didn't advise. She just listened. And then she said something that stuck. You're allowed to be tired. But you're not allowed to quit. Chapter 4: The Journal Reopened. Late that night, Rohan found the leather-bound journal he had brought from home. He hadn't touched it since orientation week. On the first page, he had once written, "Dream, to build something that changes lives." His eyes welled up. He had been so caught up in scores and status that he had forgotten why he came here in the first place. It wasn't just to be an engineer. It was to be a creator. A contributor. A dreamer. That night, for the first time in weeks, he slept peacefully. Chapter 5: The Unexpected Mentor. The next day, while wandering the campus in search of anything to distract him, Rohan came across a flyer. Fail Forward, a talk on why failure is essential, Professor Sameer Khurrana. Out of curiosity, or maybe desperation, he attended. Professor Khurrana wasn't like the others. He shared stories of his own failures, dropping out of his first startup, failing a year in college, and battling depression. Every success I've had began with a failure, he said. Those words struck Rohan like lightning. After the talk, he mustered the courage to approach the professor. Their 5-minute chat turned into weekly coffee meetups. Professor Khurrana became a mentor, not just academically, but emotionally. Chapter 6: The Phoenix Project. During one of their conversations, Rohan said, I wish there was an app for students to track how they're feeling. You know, when we're not okay. Professor Khurrana smiled. Why don't you build one? That question changed everything. Rohan started working on the idea.